Ladies and gentlemen, good day. We are seizing this opportunity to present WP5 achievements during period 3 of the RTBfoods project. I am Gerard Ngo Newila, a food scientist at Karbab in Cameroon. I'm actually presenting this work on behalf of WP5 co-leaders and all contributors, without whom this communication would not have been possible. The outline of the presentation is as follows. The RTB Food project comprises 5 work packages linked to one another by a series of outputs. WP5 focuses on the final stages of crop selections and is implemented primarily in Nigeria and Uganda, and to a lesser extent in spillover countries, that is, Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire. The prime purpose of this work package is to establish mechanisms that link breeding outputs to key users in order to identify outstanding genotypes that meet the desired requirements. At the end of the day, the most promising genotypes will be released and promoted. Information in the various partner institutions as well as RTB crops and products of interest are herein displayed. 11 teams from 6 partner institutions in 4 African countries were involved in WP5 with a focus on 9 food products of interest. Trial designs put in place by the various institutes alongside the PVS method used were varied. 3 ADIC comparison technology or TRICOT were put in place for cassava by IITA, NRCRI, and NACRI, while randomized complete block design with varied number of replications were put in place for cassava at IITA, banana at NARL, plantain at Karbab, and yam at NRCRI. The methodology used for the participatory varietal selection comprises most of the time a combination of 2 or more data, including sensory data, laboratory data, and agronomic data. Regarding the output of WP5, it is important to note that more than 190 clones were assessed by partner institutions during period 3. These included 17 sweet potato clones, 66 cassava clones, 10 yam clones, 10 plantain clones, and 91 cooking banana clones. We recall that the RTB Foods pool developed had as principal target the identification of 11 clones meeting users' preferences. This target was not attained as only 7 user-preferred clones were identified and released. These are 4 cassava clones for IITA and NRCRI based on the evaluation of 15 cassava clones, and 3 yam clones for IITA based on the evaluation of 10 clones. The reason behind the incomplete identification and release of other clones is late planting due to COVID-19. The crops impacted include cassava, yam, and sweet potato in CNRA, Côte d'Ivoire, cooking banana in now Uganda, and plantain in Karbab, Cameroon, and in CNRA, Côte d'Ivoire. Concerning the identification of clones meeting user preferences, the 4 cassava clones were accepted for boiled or pounded product profile, industrial product profile, and food security product profile, while the 3 yam clones were accepted because of their good agronomic performances and their food qualities. Interaction mechanisms between the work packages varied depending on the work package. Regarding WP1, successful interaction with WP5 lead to the identification of focus community for WP5 and to the identification of quality characteristics on which one can evaluate the improved clone. For WP2, there is a need to finalize main traits for WP5 in order to know which laboratory analysis is developed or available. In this context, any feedback on ability of protocols to be used in discrimination of good clones must be frequently alongside specific traits to be evaluated. The involvement of the WP1 leadership in WP5 methodology development and the identification of non-transferable analysis could improve these interactions. As for WP3, the identification of methods that can be easily carried out for WP5 concerns through meetings with WP3 leadership is. Still concerning interaction mechanism, communication with WP4 enabled the second year of tricot trials in 3 locations, as well as the production of cassava seeds to be planted in Cameroon for period 4. Hence, it is important to identify on-farm trials that are available during period 4 and period 5 through frequent virtual meetings with WP4 leadership. Finally, interactions with the WP6, that is the PMU, enable WP5 to get in touch with the other work packages and partners. However, the PMU should make partners aware of the mobilization budget for smooth running of WP5 activities. Period 3 has been a challenging one for each and every one of us, with most of our objectives not being attained. During period 4, we plan to develop a generic WP5 methodology evaluation with end users before the end of the first semester of 2021. Participative varietal selection will be carried out by IITA, CARBAP, SIP, NRCRI, NOW, and CIRAD, with the various stakeholders of corresponding crop value chains. For the trials put in place, agronomic evaluation will continue, while the second round of tree-cut trial will be carried out by IITA, NRCRI, and NACRI. Furthermore, plot establishments for WP5 activities in period 5 will be done in CNRA, Côte d'Ivoire, and NSAI, IITA, in Cameroon. Finally, the preparation of anchoring tree-cut trials for period 5 will be done by IITA, NRCRI, and NACRI. Before ending my presentation, I would like to extend my special thanks to all WP5 country representatives, to all participating farmers, processors, and consumers, to all WP1, WP2, WP3, and WP4 leaders and co-leaders. Then, I would like to extend my gratitude to the unshakable and dynamic PMU of the RTBfood project, as well as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, especially to Jim. Thank you for your kind attention.